Welcome to number 50 of Chinuch at Home. Thank you, Shiv Dachelia, Chazak, and TorahAnytime.com. We're looking at the 4 generic ways that we nurture independence in our children. The first is teaching Torah. The second is helping our kids get married. Number 3 is teaching them a trade. And number 4 is teaching them to swim. Let's look at number 1. We're going to cover this over a few sessions. Torah. How do you get a child to be independent in their learning? So whether you like it or not, we're in a text-based system. The yeshiva system is a text-based system whereby a child needs to know how to read in order to access Chumash, and then Mishnayos, and then Gemara, and then be Yedei Sefer. So on what's called a knowledge map, a map has a starting point and your destination point, and you can see all the different possible routes to get to your destination point. A knowledge map works in a similar way, that there are specific points plotted on this map where your starting point has to go through these points to get to its destiny. And I'm going to share with you a knowledge map of what's needed to go from your starting point, let's say reading Surah Oisias, the shapes of letters, all the way to independent learning, where a child can open up a sefer and make sense out of it. So we can't cover that in the 2 or 3 minutes available today. If you want more on this information, you go to TorahAnytime.com. There's a lecture I've given there on the subject of Kriah is crucial. It's covered in full over there, but I'm giving you a flavor of some of the strategies so you can be much more in the know. As a parent, especially now entering the summer, you can know, how do I know what the map is supposed to look like for my child to become an independent learner? And then you'll know where they are on this map, and then you will also have ways to close any gaps. So number 1, Surah Ois. The child needs to know the shape of all the letters. That's crucial. And I'm going to make the claim in my 35 years working with children that it's the first 2 items on this map, Surah Oisias and the Kudais, that if a child is successful in mastering, we're going to define that, then they'll be able to read accurately and fluently, which is what's going to come up soon. So number 1, Surah Ois. Number 2, the Nakudais. Number 3, blending. They can successfully mischaber, blend the shape of the letter with its Nakuda and sound out that combination. Number 4, reading accuracy. And number 5, reading fluency. Those are the first 5 out of 10 destination points. And I'm not going to cover all 5 now in any detail. That requires much more time. But I'm going to say the following about Surah Ois. A child needs to master the shape of the letters, and he's got quite a few years to do it, according to Chazal. Ben Shalosh Shanim La'oisias, claims the Ramah in Shulchan Aruch, Yerodei Reish Mem Hey, and he makes the language there, his terminology is Shalosh Shanim Shalemim. So actually really means 4 years old. We have a Messiah, we start at 3, but really there's nothing wrong if at 4 he still hasn't mastered them. Actually goes Ben Chamesh Shanim Lemikra, that's the Mishnah. End of Perek Hey and Pirkei Avos, but in the same simon of Milamdei Tinoikos, how to be Ma'amid Talmidim, to stand up children, meaning to get them to be independent. It's a lashon of independence. How do you stand up kids on their own in learning? Claims the Mechaber Chamesh Shanim Shalemim, that 5 full years for reading. So now you've got somewhere between 3/4 all the way till 5/6. So you've got 2 or 3 year window easily. If you look at the small print, it even tells you im chalish badasai, if his mind is weak, which doesn't mean stupid or unintelligent or slow, it just means hasn't finished flexing the muscles in the brain that make the connections between the sounds of letters and the shapes, and then being able to read successfully. Im chalish badato ben sheva. You got till 7 years old. Now we're in a factory system where the kids moving along conveyor belt, pre-1A, Kita Aleph, Kita Base, 1st, 2nd and 3rd grade. So you don't have necessarily the luxury of time, but I'm going to share with you over the next few sessions how, once you know what the map is supposed to look like, and you can get a taste of where your child is in reading. Has he mastered all the shapes of all the letters and the nakudais, and now is ready for blending. Those are the parts that we're going to cover over the next few days in order that we have a reality check on Kriah is crucial, but don't panic if your kid is not reading yet, because they are all brilliant minds that will be able to master it, given the right strategies. Hatzlacha Rabbah.